This world is so beautiful. And I feel inspired to talk about that right now, perhaps exactly because it's difficult for a lot of people to remember that right now. When we see terrible things happening out there, when we hear stories of people doing terrible things, it gets very difficult to remember what beauty and wonder we have in this world, on this planet. And yet it becomes so important because when we hear stories of what people are doing that seems to be terrible, clearly those people seem to have forgotten the great value and love and beauty in everything around us. And so we have to realize, therefore, the great importance of remembering that. If other people are not, then certainly we must remember the beauty of the oceans, of the mountains, the beauty of buying someone a coffee, the beauty of people fighting to get food to the people who need it, the beauty of someone helping someone else out, the beauty of a mother bird feeding its young, the beauty of life, the beauty of humanity, the beauty of so many things, the magic of how birds can fly. Isn't that amazing? The magic of how we can talk even though you might be sitting thousands of kilometers away. The beauty of love, the beauty of feeling something, the beauty of being excited, the beauty of feeling pain, of feeling deep emotions, noticing that something really matters to you. There is so much beauty in the world, and we mustn't forget that. It is so important to remember what this world has to offer, what beauty we have created on this planet together with all the animals and the plants and the microbes, with all the energies, all the atoms, and all the different aspects of reality. It's amazing what we have created in the past 6 billion years. It's amazing what has come about here. And to get from 6 billion years or 30 billion years or whatever, when the Big Bang happened, to get to 6 billion years when this solar system came to be, and the Earth started forming, to get to the moment the first life appeared, and then the moment the first oxygen using life appeared. Yes. To how plants came up and animals came up and life spread to the land, and the dinosaurs, and then the dinosaurs went extinct and the mammals went underground and they survived, and then the mammals came back up and they started living in the forests, and then they became humans eventually, and left the forests, and the amazing journey of all of these microbes living in all of these different animal and plant bodies, right? Using us as hosts to spread themselves all over the planet. And then these complex systems of all these animals, these complex systems of all these humans. There's a great beauty in the story of humanity, in the story of our collective journey. And we are on a journey. And when there are hard times, we have to remember that this is how evolution works. We grow when we are under pressure. when there's a need for it, right? Evolution happens because we need to evolve, because something threatens our survival. That is how we evolve. That is how we grow new functions. That is how life evolves and changes. If there wasn't pressure, if there wasn't suffering, injustice, would we step into action to be the best we can be in order to make the world better? Now, we humans have come to find it very difficult to accept life as it is, and there are various very understandable reasons for that. I find it hard too. But you don't see the animals and the plants complaining about the fact that life is hard, or that sometimes we die and sometimes tragedy happens, and there's nothing wrong with complaining about it, But what we can see is that any life form will grow under pressure, under mild pressure. And this is an ability that humans have too. Pressure brings out the best in us. And so maybe we can start to see that the difficult things, I tend to forget this very often, but the difficult things and the struggles, the things that aren't working, the challenges, they're here to push us to grow, to help us and stimulate us to be the best version of ourselves. And that's not always pleasant, it's not always easy. But we need a little stimulus, we need a little pressure in order to be motivated, in order for there to be a use for us working on improving, working on developing ourselves. And what beauty comes out of us, right? What beauty comes out of us because of this play of pressure and then being on the flow because you've discovered something new or developed something within yourself that helps you to move forward. It's a beautiful up and down, and it leads to this wonderful, complex world full of so many creatures doing so many wonderful things. And it's beautiful. And like I said at the beginning, it is so important that we remember it is beautiful, because it is so easy to see what's not so good about it. It is so easy to see the terrible. It's so easy to see the painful, the sad. It is so easy to see what can make us angry. But we have to remember to see the beautiful. We have to remember that we're learning, that we are trying, that we're all doing our best. And for some people, some things that seem really easy to you and me are really difficult. And so we have to be understanding. And we can draw the line, and we can protect ourselves where needed, but we have to be understanding of others that are struggling with some of the things that we probably struggled with at some point. Maybe hundreds of years ago we were struggling with that, but we have to be understanding anyway. Because we've all been there in some way. And we have to just remember the beauty. We have to just see the good intentions in people. And we have to see that we're all on a growth process, and we have to be patient with ourselves and with others. Because we will get through this, we will get beyond this. Everything passes, and everything gets better. So appreciate the beauty. Be grateful for what you have. Good times are ahead, always. So enjoy life. See the beauty wherever you can. And have a wonderful day.